What's up guys, Dan here, and in this video I'm going to finally answer probably the biggest question for everybody starting an online business today. And if you're asking yourself, Dan, which one should I start? Shopify Dropshipping or Amazon FBA? I'm going to answer that for you in this video. So don't go anywhere. You guys will see that the answer is actually not clear cut, but trust me, after years of doing both Shopify and Amazon, I can tell you which one is better in your situation and surely which one will help you achieve freedom and success faster. So let's go ahead and get the video started. And by the way, I've been personally working on my own Amazon and Shopify business. Actually today was mostly my Shopify business, my Shopify brand. I have a Shopify brand right now that's doing about $300,000 a month in revenue. And so I'm focusing on really growing it and scaling it up to 500K at 1 mil a month. And I know it sounds absolutely crazy and you definitely don't need to, hit numbers like that. But for me, I love growing e-commerce brands and it's something that I'm really passionate about and it's part of my overall goal. So this is pretty much my life right here, just working on the computer. I finally got my ClickFunnels funnel hacking award right here at Ecom Club, which is pretty cool. It was in Canada, so I'm here in Finland now and I moved over here to Europe. So yeah, finally got that. So personally, I've been doing both for a few years now, since early 2017, and I can tell you exactly what the pros and cons are of both. And I can tell you right now, if you're watching this, if you start today, right after you watch this video, if you start and you have the correct information, you follow the specific formula that is already making millions of other Shopify dropshippers and Amazon FBA sellers successful, then you will achieve your dreams, you will achieve your dream life. There's just no other way, right? But if you get stuck watching endless amounts of YouTube videos trying to decide which one to go with, then obviously it's gonna be a lot harder to achieve your dreams. So which one is actually better, Shopify, dropshipping, or Amazon FBA? I literally get this question probably 3 or 4 times a day, maybe even 5 times a day at least. Every single live stream that I do on the YouTube channel, and I do a live stream every single Saturday, and the topic is alternating. So most of the time it's Shopify, and then it's also Amazon FBA, and I'm also gonna be doing some mindset live streams as well on the YouTube channel. So a ton of amazing entrepreneurship content. But I get this question all the time, like, Dan, should I start Shopify or Amazon or both? And people are so confused. And so in reality, they're two completely different business models. They both have their own pros and cons. And I'm gonna start with Amazon FBA. So I wanna start with Amazon FBA with the pros and with the cons. I'm gonna start before that by talking about my own personal story with Amazon FBA. So only a few years ago, I was actually stuck at a corporate job. I was 20 years old and I was $40,000 in college debt. I had no idea what I was gonna do with my life, no idea how I was gonna get out of debt, no idea what my mission and purpose in life would be, and also especially no idea how I would achieve the freedom lifestyle. And so at that time, I started searching for online business opportunities, and I also started searching for ways to make money online. And so the very first business that I succeeded in and I had massive success with was Amazon FBA. I found out about it in about February, March 2017. I was working at the bank and I was actually also in university back in Canada where I grew up. And so immediately when I found out about Amazon FBA, I was so fascinated that right away I just started watching like endless amounts of YouTube videos. And I know you can probably relate right now because you're also watching endless amounts of YouTube videos. Online business is freaking exciting. And when I found out that I could do so much more in my life, I could create my own income, I could sell products online, everything changed for me. So I started watching a bunch of videos on Amazon. I pretty much learned the whole income stream from 0 to 100, everything. Made a ton of mistakes while doing it, but I set myself a goal to reach $10,000 a month in 3 months. So I found out about Amazon in about March 2017. And so I set that goal. And then by July of that year, by the summer, I was making over $32,000 a month on Amazon FBA. And ever since then, it's grown to multiple 7 figures a year. Now I have multiple e-commerce brands, both on Amazon and on Shopify right now. My biggest one by far is my Shopify one because I really, really believe in it. It's an absolutely incredible product. So, coming from both income streams, I can definitely tell you my story in that and which one is the best. And with Amazon FBA, I can tell you what was the most amazing part about it. I was doing product research pretty much every day. I was searching for products and I knew that on Amazon, there were over 310 million active customers. And I believe right now there's much more than that. And can you believe the fact that there are more people that in America, in the United States, over 51% of households in the US have Amazon Prime memberships, while I think it's like 42% of households in the US have guns. So in a country that loves guns so much, where guns are literally part of the culture, more Amazon Prime members exist in the United States than households with guns. So that tells you about the fact that Amazon FBA is obviously growing. And I noticed right away that there's a ton of customers, millions of customers on Amazon FBA, hundreds of millions of customers that are searching for all of these products. And all I had to do was find a way to brand my product correctly, find a supplier in China, and obviously source a good quality product, get it on Amazon, learn the formula from A to Z, and figure out exactly how to launch it, get it ranked on page 1, and that's exactly what I did. And of course, I experienced a few failures because I was learning. It's all part of the entrepreneurship game, it's all part of the process, but I reached massive success, and before I knew it, I was sitting on the beach in the Bahamas. It's the first thing that I did. Because me and my friend, we started Amazon, we booked a ticket to the Bahamas, and it was actually real. We were making passive income from the beach, and that was my story with Amazon FBA. And so since then, starting Amazon FBA has been the most incredible journey of my life, because since then, I've actually created the world's best Amazon FBA course where I've personally mentored thousands of students. We have over 4,000 students in the Ecom Freedom course, and also I've had hundreds of success stories in the course. And so it's been an absolutely amazing journey, and I've grown this amazing YouTube channel as well. And so Amazon FBA made me realize that there's so much demand out there. E-commerce is only growing, and I didn't have to learn anything like Facebook ads. I didn't have to learn anything like paid traffic. All I had to do was figure out a way to get my product on there and basically learn how to sell on Amazon, the correct formula, the correct way, the way that is already making so many other people out there successful. And I definitely had to face a few obstacles with Amazon FBA. My first 2 products were pretty much, they weren't selling, but I made my money back on them. Actually, I talk about that in another video on my YouTube channel. I've spoken about it frequently, about my own personal story with Amazon. But, eventually I failed quickly, but I realized what actually worked on Amazon, and like the exact way to brand a product correctly to get it to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, and how to grow a 7-figure brand on Amazon. And so that was my personal story with Amazon. And I believe it's literally the best way for any beginner out there right now with online business to start if you don't know paid traffic or Facebook ads. And now you're probably wondering, all right, well, you talked about Amazon. Well, tell me about Shopify, Dan. Like, what about Shopify Dropshipping, right? Shopify is an amazing income stream, and I'll talk about my story in that in a second so you guys can see from my point of view. So with Shopify, just very quickly, I'm going to summarize it for you. With Shopify Dropshipping, anybody in the world with a laptop and internet connection right now, you can go and you can start a website, and pretty much you buy a domain name off GoDaddy or something like that for $20 to $30, and you basically create a brand online, and it's your store. You install Shopify on it, and Shopify is the app. It's the tool that allows you to seamlessly build a store out with products, with add to carts, checkout pages, email marketing, and everything like that. And so with dropshipping, what you're doing is you're not investing into inventory like you are with Amazon. With Amazon, you're investing into inventory, and so obviously there's a risk involved, and you don't know if you're gonna get your money back from your inventory. And that's something that I had to face as one of my fears at the beginning. And looking back, it's a pretty stupid fear, because everything, like all failures in life, I've learned every time you fail in life, you'll always make it back at least 1,000 times, 10 to 1,000 times fold. But with Shopify, you don't have to invest into any inventory at the beginning. And so that's what's so amazing. And for a beginner like yourself, when you're just starting out, it could be awesome. Now with Shopify, you do have to find your own customers yourself. With Amazon, all the customers are already there. You just have to follow the formula to bring your product to page 1 and make sure your product is great, make sure your branding is great, your logo is great, and all that kind of stuff. I've got literally like millions of videos on my YouTube channel talking about exactly that. And so I also teach it in the Ecom Freedom course that I talked about, that I mentioned in this video. But with Shopify, there's no need for any startup investment. You can literally start with $200. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel exactly how I went from, it was $200 at the time I was making $30,000 a month, and now it's gone up to over $300,000 a month. And so with Shopify, you have to go and find your own customers. And how we do that is, first of all, we find an awesome product to sell. And I figured out the best way to do that. I've tried so many different product research techniques, and pretty much the best way is to go see what's already working and emulate it. What I did was I found a product with a wow factor that really made people stop scrolling through their phone when they're watching my ads. And so it made it a lot easier to sell. And so that's my Shopify product, and I highly recommend, that's the best way by far to do Shopify dropshipping. And so the thing is, you have to find your own customers yourself. And so the best way to do that is by learning Facebook ads. Now that's also a con, because if you don't know what you're doing, you can go and spend thousands of dollars learning Facebook ads, or actually just doing Facebook ads. You can spend thousands of dollars and lose it all if you're not following the right information. And so for me, even though I had already become very successful with Amazon FBA, I wanted to expand into Shopify, and I wanted to master it as well, because I knew that I could master anything that I applied myself to, and you can too. There's nothing that's stopping you from achieving your dream life. Just know that right now. There's nothing that's stopping you from reaching reaching 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 a month with Shopify, with Amazon. You just have to work for it. And so when I set the goal for myself to master Shopify dropshipping, I actually went and I committed to learning Facebook ads, which, by the way, is the hardest skill to learn in internet marketing. Like in online business, by far, it's the hardest skill. And so I went and I spent $100,000 just to learn Facebook ads, testing out different campaigns, testing out different ads. And so a couple months ago, I finally figured it out, and now I'm absolutely killing it with Shopify. And so that is the biggest con though with Shopify as well. You're gonna have to learn Facebook ads. But if you're watching my videos and if you have the correct information, not the information that you're gonna go and you're gonna watch all these YouTubers out there, you're trying to like piece together this information from 10 different videos, right? Trust me, there's a lot of misinformation out there, especially with Facebook ads. And I found that when I was starting, I found that it was so hard to find like the right, like what was actually making these people money, like what was actually making successful Shopify dropshippers and e-commerce store owners money. And so I figured it out. And so, through watching this video, through watching my videos, you guys will also have the correct information. So with Shopify, low startup costs, you don't have to invest into inventory. You can drop ship, which means that your supplier in China will directly send the product to your customer, to your customer's address. So you don't have to worry about packaging or anything like that. Actually, with Amazon, you don't have to worry about that either. But with Amazon, you have to go and actually invest into the inventory upfront, into a test order. So 250 or 500 or 1,000 units just to start to figure out if the product is good or not, right? But with Shopify, you have to learn Facebook ads, of course, but it's not a problem if you are watching my videos. And then also with Shopify, huge pro is that you have the ability to really build an explosive e-commerce brand, like something that is recognized worldwide. That's my goal right now with my brand on Shopify. I really am capitalizing on a huge trend right now, and I believe it's the future. And so right now I'm really like trying to explode it worldwide. And so with Shopify, you can do that. With Amazon, you can do that as well. It actually becomes easier once you expand into Shopify after succeeding with Amazon. So now, what is the best, Dan? Like you told me about both Amazon, Shopify. Which one should I start? I think that you should decide for yourself. You should watch my videos both on Shopify, on Amazon. You should watch the videos online and then see which one you like better. See which one, it depends whether you want to learn Facebook ads, you want to master Facebook ads first, and internet marketing, online business, and funnels. That's more for Shopify and email marketing. Like that's also an amazing part. You can literally learn how to print money with Shopify, and it teaches you like an amazing set of skills that you can then apply to any online business, any brand that you're starting in the future. Or if you don't want to learn any Facebook ads, you don't want to learn any paid traffic, you just want to learn Amazon, you want to invest into inventory, you want to find a product using Jungle Scout, using product research software, using all the techniques that I show on my channel and in Ecom Freedom, then that's also your choice. I recommend watching both videos, studying both, and then committing to one. My biggest advice is you have to commit to one. Don't try to do both at the same time. The biggest rule in business is if you don't already have a successful online business making you the passive income that you can go and live your dream life, you can be living a location-dependent lifestyle, then right now, choose one, Amazon or Shopify, set a goal, and make sure there's a time limit on the goal. I highly believe in the law of attraction. It's gotten me everything that I've ever wanted in my entire life, and I practice it every single day. And part of that is setting a goal, and you have to make sure the goal has a time limit. So, right now, say, I am so happy that I'm making $10,000 a month with Shopify dropshipping by, let's say, in 3 months or in 6 months. Make sure you're optimistic but realistic. And then once you set that goal, do not even touch the other income stream until you're successful with this one, right? And part of expanding a brand, and that's what I teach. I teach the long-term approach, which is growing a brand worldwide. You can start, either on Amazon first or on Shopify, and then you can grow it and expand it. And ideally, you would want to have presence with both Amazon and Shopify, so on your own website and on Amazon as well. That way you're diversifying your income. So once you choose the one that you want to do, then I highly, highly recommend investing into a course. Like you absolutely need to invest in the correct information, and especially in a course with a mentor. So with Ecom Freedom, you do get me as a mentor in the Amazon FBA. If you're going to choose Amazon FBA, then without a doubt, like that's the best way to get all the correct knowledge in one place, so you're not making dumb mistakes that are going to be painful and that are going to set you back thousands of dollars on failed products, restricted products, patented products, banned products, and on all these other stupid mistakes. And the same with Shopify. I highly recommend investing into yourself for Shopify, into getting the right information so you don't make mistakes, and so you fast forward and fast track your success so you can go and live your dream life. You can quit the 9-to-5 job so you don't have to be stuck there anymore. And at this time that I'm recording the video in April 2019, I am right now making the world's best Shopify Freedom course. It's going to be called the Shopify Freedom course. And so in that, I'm going to be basically exposing everything that I know. I'm going to be telling everything that I know, all the secrets that I've learned, and everything that I've basically been studying with Shopify that has gotten me to this point with my Shopify brand. And you guys probably have seen my ads to my Shopify brand. Right now it's on the world level. So, and there's even an ad with me in it. So it's not a secret or anything like that. But as I'm making this video, Shopify Freedom isn't out yet, but it will be in a few weeks. So by the time you watch it, it's probably already gonna be out. So the links are gonna be below, both for Ecom Freedom and Shopify Freedom. But make sure that you stay single-minded. Make sure you choose one of them, stay single-minded until you hit that goal. And then after that, once you have a successful online business, then you can do whatever you want. That's my rule. And it's a rule that, before I was kind of trying to do both, trying to start 10 businesses at the same time, wasn't working. Until I committed to one business, and then I really made sure that that was the only thing that I was touching. And after that, I succeeded, then I expanded. That's when everything in my life changed. And by the way, right now, my Shopify store, it's not like it's mutually exclusive. The product on my Shopify store, I am currently launching on Amazon in the US, in the UK, and in Germany. Amazing part about Amazon is that you can actually sell on all the marketplaces. The European marketplaces are growing like crazy this year. This year is a huge opportunity for Amazon UK, Germany, and France. And so, it's absolutely insane. Mind-blowing the opportunities with e-commerce today if you start and if you take action. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that gave you some clarity. Subscribe to the channel if you are interested in online business and living the freedom lifestyle and really living the life that you were meant to be lived without having to work a 9-to-5 job for the rest of your life until you die. Subscribe, like the video, follow me on Instagram. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.